Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Hi, welcome to the KVJ ATS Podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show Podcast.
Here we go. Welcome to it. Thank y'all for locking in here today. Good to see you back. Or maybe for your first time. I don't know. Maybe you just listen to this and that's it. I can't take you guys twice in one day.
I've had enough.
This is enough.
Enough of Reindeer Boy.
Yeah.
Enough of Witch Girl.
Yeah.
And enough of the sexy guy that won't take it off for Christmas.
The tease, they call them. The cock
Yeah.
tease.
Christmas cock tease.
We all have our roles here.
We do. We got a part to play. That's why we're here. Well, I'm telling you, getting raving reviews. The emails coming in about Denny's shrimp and worm vlog.
Good. I'm going to see what the numbers are on that thing.
All the way from Bryson City, North Carolina. Please, 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 please make more vlogs like the one that was just posted about the shrimp and the worms. Although it was short, it was very relaxing to watch.
It was super peaceful.
I think people are getting stoned to Denny's vlogs.
It was super, insightful into
Yes.
him and his home.
Yes.
I like seeing what he's up to.
And do us a favor, drop Denny's a note in the comments section. We as of right now, we have 12 comments. Let's double that.
He deserves more.
He does. Come on, our poor sweet Denny's.
Our little shrimp daddy.
Yeah. Let's make it all happen. That's very
I
nice.
just love how small his tank is.
Sounds like a euphemism, doesn't it?
It does.
Aw.
But it's not.
Is it two-toned?
No.
No. Appreciate this from Aaron. Lots of suggestions on energy drinks. I got to find something new. I'm not a coffee drinker. Somebody said, "Oh, what about the tea?" And that's okay. And I got to figure out too, like, is stevia something that I can take? I'm not even sure about that. I think I had asked my trainer. I think he said it was dicey.
I'm looking for something to kind of kick me in the balls in the morning.
Oh, Virginia will kick you in the balls.
I'll happily.
Yeah.
Both nuts.
Yeah.
Well, I know you are also the nut hunter. That's your nickname.
When I go in, I can turn my foot and get both of them. I'm not here for one.
I can honestly say 100% of my heart and soul that you altered my left nut for the rest of my life. You gave me a scar on my dong. I mean,
Scar dog.
and I'm not even mad. That's how you know we're family.
We're talking about it, and you're smiling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit happens. I put myself out there. I got to take responsibility for my own actions.
Yeah, when you put your dick out there, sometimes it gets a few scars.
You're right. I didn't wear a cup like a dumbass.
You knew I was dick hunting.
Well, that's dicky on your end if you really were.
You knew I was dick hunting.
I did not know that, to be quite honest with you.
Well, I'm just going for maximum funny.
I'm not
and maximum funny is you on the ground. How can I get you on the ground the quickest? Hit you in the dick.
I'm not kidding you. When that happened, I honestly thought that you destroyed my nut forever. I thought it was over. That was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life, easily.
Really?
A direct shot to your dick and balls?
With a paintball gun.
Oh, my
It was one of those
pretty good.
high-powered ones,
It
too.
was.
It was
Oh.
no joke paintball gun.
We
Yeah.
have that video. I mean, you really see a man in pain there.
She said, Erin here in her email, I started keto about a month ago, and I've been using a product called It Works Keto Energy. It's not a drink, but a powder that dissolves on your tongue, and it's great.
It works. My girlfriend sold that for a while.
Yeah, she said my girlfriend is my distributor. She is a nurse practitioner. She had a nutritionist at her work look them over, and everything in them is good. They're the only reason I can make it through my 10-hour workday of just
Interesting.
staring at a computer. So that's what that looks like, a keto energy.
Yeah, I was doing that It Works stuff for a little while because we bought it from my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Ironically, I didn't think it worked.
Really? That's funny. And that's the big question, yeah.
I couldn't tell a difference.
Oh, wait, in the middle it says it doesn't work. Okay. Sorry.
If it gives you energy, you're going to be able to tell. The stuff that I was drinking wasn't for energy. It was just for like.
Oh, okay.
Some
That's the problem with a
green
lot of all these,
probiotic.
and that was just it too. Because I've tried a gazillion different supplements, this and that, and powders, and not hardly anything ever you can really say decisively has worked. But that's why this week I'm like, well, you know what? That's probably all in your head about that little energy drink that you're drinking every day. So Monday was just terrible. And Tuesday wasn't a lot better. And then today I'm like going, okay, so last night I'm like, make sure you knock it out of the park. 8 hours and 15 minutes of sleep.
That's a full night.
Yes. And I woke up and I'm just not as wired as I need to be. And I'm like, all right, that does it. Like, that's it. I'm like, I gave everything I needed to do. 3 days of trying to do focused sleep. And if 8 hours and 15 minutes is not like, get me where I need to be, I need something else.
So on Monday, we both drank that half of that big old energy shot.
Yeah.
Did you feel it? Because I felt like
I did.
I
Yeah.
felt like I felt it.
Well, I started to feel show normal. Now, normally I'm a chill dude, and I don't worry about it when I'm not having to, do a show. But
You're like Denny's showing off a shrimp. Super mellow.
Yes.
Not crazy.
Yeah,
Right.
you really are a mellow. Like, off
Yeah.
the microphone, you're extraordinarily
I'm a
mellow.
very chill dude. But I know that doesn't necessarily work for doing a radio show. So I need a little bit of, I need that extra little kick. And it's just regular sleep's not going to do it. I need something to kind of make me almost like nervous.
Yeah, keep you on your toes.
I can stand over here with a paintball gun aimed at your dick. It works for this guy.
It
Yeah,
actually does.
yeah.
And I would make so many more mistakes if you were doing that to me. If I had to do a task and you were there with the paintball, I would fumble fuck everything.
Yeah.
I'd be so nervous.
Somebody else had recommended the Celsius that is out there and the sparkling ice, which I do like, and apparently they have those with caffeine. I've always gotten those. You ever seen those waters?
Yes.
But the thing I got to check is just, like I said, with the keto, it's the tricky thing and the sweeteners, because it's a no sugar thing, but I think even some of the sweeteners.
That skinny chick water. I don't know if you can have that.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah.
Skinny chick, is that a whole brand?
Skinny girl is a
Skinny
brand.
girl. I keep seeing that everywhere all of a sudden.
That's Bethany Frankel from The Housewives. So you're kind of promoting the New York Housewives.
I didn't say I liked it.
Yeah, you did.
I want to eat something that's called Fatty Girl. That's what I.
Fatty girl.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Somebody texted and he said, Kevin, it's 90% a head game. It's a placebo effect. The sleep is crucial. And that's kind of what I thought, too. I thought it was a placebo, and maybe that's it. But if I need a placebo to get me kicked up, I just know I'm not where I want to be.
I think that.
placebo. I don't know if I agree with that, though.
I don't know either.
Because I'm just like you. I'm trying different things. The sleep is not where it should be. But then if I come in here and I just have a quarter of a little caffeine drink, I do feel it instantly.
That person who said the placebo, there's no way that's true because I actually have physical reactions to those energy. I start to sweat.
Yeah.
So certain things
I
start to
agree.
happen.
Yeah.
The coffee, the energy drink, they have a exact effect of
Right.
I'm trying to get.
Yeah.
There's no way that thing we didn't drink on Monday did not. I mean, I was doing the Highland Fling all of a sudden.
Yeah.
What is that?
The Highland Fling?
Do it.
I can't. I'm going to.
He needs an energy drink to do it.
My head still hurts from that horrific stunt I tried to do.
From your Coke bottle ornament.
Mm-hmm.
Are we, if I find the thinner bulbs, are you?
Yeah, I thought that's what you're going to have. Yeah. If you could find those, that would be something. But yeah, it's just the pure Coke bottle glass
But here's your
bulbs
video.
is not good.
You got to film this video today. So you got to go back to the store, but you got to look for the thin glass bulbs. Only way to figure out if it's thin glass, you got to stand in the hall of the store and break them on your head.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, doesn't it, Kev? Like I'm gonna fall for fucking witch mind
I
tricks
know,
over
right?
here. Come on, you gotta wake up a little bit earlier to beat this reindeer.
Wink
Yeah.
gazelle. You got a concussion.
Someone else said try Bang. Yes, I do love the Bang energy drinks.
Yes.
No sugar.
I can get you as much Bang as you need. I
Dude,
know a
sugar-free
guy.
Bang, yeah.
I know a guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude. So hook
Yes.
that up. I'd be all
Frank.
about that. Yeah, Frank at Bang. And somebody said check out Thrive. It works wonders. Okay, yeah, I'm going to kind of shop around a little bit. I may wind up back where I was.
Thrive sounds like
Spark.
a pain pill, doesn't it? I took my Thrive today.
It sounds like something for your dick.
It does. It sounds like a peen pill.
Peen pill. I think you said pain pill.
No, peen pill.
Penis pill. It
Yeah,
does.
it sounds like a
low budget
Yeah.
Viagra.
I'm on a small dosage of Thrive.
Thrive.
Do you want to thrive?
My dick is so hard.
Oh, my dick comes alive with Thrive.
I think a better name would be Throb.
That's the one that they sell by the cash register at the low budget gas station.
You could always read that in Playboys as a kid. You read it.
Throb for your knob.
Oh, his rod was throbbing. You're reading this as like, what the throbbing?
Throbbing?
My dick don't throb.
If anybody's coming out of the dick pill, there you go. There's your name, Throb. It's all set. Ready for you. You just take that. That's all yours. Let me see here. We got engineer Keith kind of breaking it down for real.
Speaking of throb.
Yeah. He's talking about, the chiropractor stuff. He said, I'd heard that the chiropractor is bullshit before, too. But that being said, I just don't believe people without credentials. I tend to do a little bit of research. And he said there's a podcast called Science Versus, and it's all that kind of stuff. They break down things that are easy to understand and spell everything out for you. And all these things that, like we said, there's so many question marks. We just started like rattling them off, like hypnotism. Does that stuff work? What's and what are the stats? I think it may legitimately work on some people, but other people doesn't. But what's the percentage typically?
Right.
Of what you might get if you had 10 people and tried to hypnotize them? How many realistically are going to get hypnotized? Yeah, because myself and Jaybird, I just don't think I can.
I don't think I can either. I've tried it.
I don't want to say I can't because I've only tried it a few times, and I think sometimes those things may take a while. Because you're right, it's hard to even sit down to try to meditate if you're not practiced and all that.
I think part of it has to do with your ability to focus too.
And how busy is your brain?
Yes, right.
I can't shut it off. I'm
Right.
constantly worried about like 10 things.
And it's not just a few people, but society. They've been measuring our attention span, and it's less than a goldfish now, they found out in studies. And so I wonder if it's getting tougher to be a hypnotist, saying, oh my gosh, I can't get people to pay attention for 4 sequence to try to get them under.
What'd you say, Kevin?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
was that last part?
Yes. There you go. Prove my point.
Damn, you beat me to the joke.
We're stepping all over each other.
And we've connected some engineers. He's going to meet up with that engineer we have in Atlanta, and Marietta actually said so. He's Engineer Keith's got some family there, so bringing KVJ Nation together.
So other engineers hang out with other engineers.
Yeah.
They fucking party,
Go
talk
have
about
some,
I
have some
like it.
beers.
talk about modems and
Maybe
shit.
go to
Lark
Sweetwater.
party.
Yeah, the brewery there. Good stuff. I got this from Alex about paying the bill after listening to the show on the ATSP. Hearing about you guys talking about the guy that got stuck with the bill at the breakers, it had me thinking of something else. I was wondering, at what age, if ever, does a parent stop paying for their kid's meal when they go out? It seems like after I moved out at 20 years old and started living on my own with my girlfriend, my dad didn't seem to pay for my part anymore, but still pay for my brother and sister. My mom will pay if it's just her or if she doesn't tell my dad, but my dad seems to not want to pay or at least feel like he shouldn't have to anymore. Just thought it'd be interesting to see what you guys think, and other people too. Love you guys in the show. Part of that might be, when you get with a partner, girlfriend, and you're living together, then dad may be like, okay, he's kind of got his own little family going on now.
You're a grown-up now.
Yeah, now you're a grown-up. And I think it just goes. Like, I never expect it, but yeah, my dad a lot of times will, pay for a meal, and I don't fight him on it. I'm like, okay, and we don't see each other.
He wants to do that,
Yeah.
and he should. That's
Right,
good.
but-
It probably makes him feel good.
Yeah, and I would never expect it, but if he does and offers, so it probably just, depends from family to family. But that was a big hang up for me, was I never wanted to feel obligated. So when I was 17, I moved out and I started making my own money. And I'm like, because, my mom, she got a lot to say, about my life. And so I just...
Still?
Oh, she still will. And that's still...
Has it calmed down a bit since you've gotten older?
It has, but I don't really reveal a lot. So, so I really...
He's a man of many secrets.
Yeah,
Walls
Walls Ralston. I kind of keep that
Hard to
veil
say.
up.
Walston.
Walston.
Yeah, and she'll stay stuff, and it's...
And when she makes a comment like, "All right, clearly mom doesn't like that. What's going on?"
Yeah, she has stuff to say when things
Does she
aren't right.
does she come out and flat out say it, or does she kind of hide?
No,
behind-
she comes right out and flat out says it. Yeah, says I don't think this is right, or I don't think you're handling this well or whatnot. No, that's fine.
Or how
She's
dare
mom.
you still work with Kevin or Jay Bird in Virginia?
Yeah, well, some of it. I don't even know.
He doesn't even know your name.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jason.
Yes, I would say that there are things that she's come out and said. But, ultimately, I don't really ever play that card where it's like, but I could. Where it's like you've never been able to because that would be ultimately the thing where you could have that fight and they'd be going, well, we're just going to pull the funding, and now you're like, you got you by the balls. So I could always be like going, okay, I don't agree, and if you want, you can't pull any funding because I got myself.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to move out and get out and do my own thing so quick, because there was no funding. And I knew if I didn't go out and make it on my own that I was just going to die. I had to go do it.
You should, and I don't like to ever feel like somebody has something over me.
I'm the same way.
That's why I don't really like, the whole favors. I don't really ask for favors. I don't want anything from anybody. I don't need anything from anybody. I got myself, and if I can't get it myself, then I don't need it.
I hate feeling like I owe. I'm the same exact way.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So that's why I'm like free and clear. I don't owe anybody anything. It's all good. All debts paid. So, yeah, that's kind of my take on it.
Sally Mae, fuck.
Are you done yet?
No.
How?
You would have thought I was a fucking doctor.
You're fucking in your 40s. What the hell?
So I went back to school in my mid-20s, and I was late to the graduation games. I am behind on that sense, but still, you are right. It should be wrapped up, and I thought it was wrapped up. Sally Mae kept on.
Are you sure you're not getting scammed?
I am looking into that.
Okay. Yes.
It's Sally Mae, but it's spelled different. You're like, damn it.
Oh, no. It's the real Sally Mae, but I think Sally might have made a mistake. And let's hope she did. All right, I mean, it silenced the podcast.
I thought Virginia's going to have something to say.
I was just drinking you in.
Yeah, I thought you were going to have some kind of clever, mean zinger.
I was letting Virginia have the floor, and she had nothing.
Like, you're ready to destroy me.
Yeah. Got a couple text messages about the hypnotherapy and other stuff. Somebody texted and said Jaybird should watch Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon.
I've seen it.
He gets hypnotized by his sister-in-law, and it opens up crazy doors in his life. Super scary.
It's so weird. They must be running that on the on-demand or Netflix, because I keep seeing that movie come up, and I almost watched it the other day. I remember seeing that in the theater. It's a darker side of Kevin Bacon.
Okay, yeah, he's done some stuff. He
Creepy
does a little dark
stuff,
every now and then. Somebody said, too, if you want to check out that EMDR, the therapy that somebody talked about, I think it was the lights, you can YouTube it. Grey's Anatomy had it in a few episodes, and it's actually very fascinating. So it's an alternative to the hypnosis.
I'd like to really go to one, though. I can't keep learning everything on YouTube. I learned, cheese enchilada, how to make it.
And karate.
And some karate.
Hey, YouTube's some good stuff.
I'm learning
Who
karate.
needs college?
I'm learning karate so we don't have to fight. See what I'm saying?
I got me. You worry about you and Denny's, because I think Kevin's got himself too.
All good.
I'm just saying.
I'm worried about you, Denny's, and Suits.
I'm just saying, if you're thinking about stepping to the KVJ show, think twice, bitches.
Interesting little thing here on Netflix. Wondering, I think 2020 is going to be a massive year of shifting in what you watch and where you watch it as more digital streaming platforms come out and people start using them more and more. The HBO Plus, whatever it might be. We even did an interview yesterday. I saw BET's got a BET Plus. Everybody's got a Plus. ESPN Plus, Disney Plus. This is kind of what it is. It's added content and these streaming services that are out there. And Netflix, what's it going to mean to them? Because they came out early and they've had, a good 5 to 10 year run where they're the only kid on the block, basically.
They did. They were ruling the roost.
Yep.
Just like they did back in the day with the DVD game that they would send them to you in the mail. That was the hotness back when they did it the first time.
Instead of doing the Dirt of the Day plus, can you do the Dirt of the Day minus?
Right, okay. I get where you're going there.
The whole show can be minus you. Fucking leave.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah, leave it to her to take it.
Yeah.
Can we do Jaybird minus?
I mean, at least mine had somewhat of a punchline. You just had an insult. It was very hurtful. I'm just kidding. I fucking love the dirt.
No, you don't.
Yeah, they're saying now that Netflix may need to cut prices and run ads One expert said that if Netflix keeps its prices where they are, currently in the range of $9 to $16 a month, the company will lose 4 million subscribers in the U.S. next year, as there are cheaper options now out there, and a lot of people are looking at costs. It still does factor into it. That's one bonus that we have for, the regular broadcast radio and everything is they do surveys on that, and free means a lot to people.
People love it free.
They love it free, and so they'll put up with a certain level of, and it's that kind of level where it's like, okay, how many ads am I talking, compared to like whatever. And that's kind of the fine balance of, okay, people will tolerate some ads for free or cheap content, but you got to hit that sweet spot. Too many ads and they're going to want to pay, and probably not a lot. This expert says the streaming service Netflix should offer an option that costs only about $5 to $7 a month and feature an advertising block of about 6 to 8 minutes an hour to help keep customers. See, I don't know. That's interesting. To me, I would rather have fewer streaming services that is commercial free. It would deter me from a lot of watching if I had to do 6 to 8 minutes of every hour worth of commercials.
That's a lot.
That is a lot, and so that would affect me. So, and everybody's probably different, and I assume Netflix is probably doing the research and their surveys and trying to find people what it is. To me, I would be like, okay, I'll just settle with. I don't watch a ton of TV. I don't have a ton of time to. So if you are going to then, that's why I wouldn't need a ton of streaming services, because I can't even get to all the content that's out there anyway. But if you would hit me with 8 minutes an hour of content, then I would be less likely to do that.
When I watch things on demand, sometimes I'm so spoiled doing the YouTube, the red, because there's no commercials on there. And if you watch something that you don't record on the DVR, you have to sit through the commercial. I've been watching a lot of Dateline. By the way, Dateline is so creepy and good.
It's so good. They do a podcast now, too.
Oh, I got to listen to it.
It's so good.
I just watched one.
I love it.
Our boy, the guy that talks like this, he is so good.
Keith Morrison is his name. Mm-hmm. Keith Morrison on those podcasts, because Dateline puts out one pretty much every other day now. He also sat down and read The Night Before Christmas and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer as a little holiday bonus.
Okay, yeah.
He does.
His voice is probably my favorite voice in the game.
He does my favorite trick watching those things to go, well, clearly Virginia could not have murdered anybody. Maybe she could have. It's like he thinks
he
like,
does this weird thing with his voice, and it is so good.
He makes you think, oh, it's not Virginia. Oh, shit, it is Virginia. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I love it.
You get watching that, the commercials, you can't fast forward it through. It says, this does not allow fast forward feature. It's so annoying.
You got to listen to the podcast. You can fast forward those.
Okay, I'm into it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole rub that everybody's trying to figure out today is, you got to make money. Because I know people are like, just to give all the content for free. Well, it's like, these people can't,
Well, okay, come back from La La Land.
Yes.
People got bills, y'all.
Yeah, right. So it's like, how do you do advertising in a way that's not obtrusive? Because I'm the same way. I mean, you can bitch to me about the commercials we play. I get it. I don't like them either. But, hey,
gotta pay.
My kids got to eat.
Would it be better for the audience, and this is an honest question, because I watch some YouTube people, and the way they do it, they're having a conversation like we're talking, and all of a sudden they go, hi, I got a red Sharpie right here. This red Sharpie is amazing. It writes like unbelievably. It's a great Sharpie. They do the whole commercial, and then it's baked in there, and then they go back to the topic.
Yep.
I've seen some people say it seems unnatural and kind of weird, and then some people like it.
The best thing to do is try to come up with ideas, bits, stunts, whatever it is you might do, and work a product into it and have that be part of it. And then you can almost, through the entertainment, demonstrate how good the product is.
Okay, so
make it entertaining, funny, cute, something.
Can a red Sharpie write on an eyeball?
Can a red Sharpie fit in your ass?
Okay, I see what we're trying to do.
No, that was a serious question.
Well, are we trying to sell the Sharpie on that?
Is that what Sharpie wants?
I don't think they want that.
It's
all right, class, pull your Sharpies out of your ass. Let's begin to write. What?
Well, you don't need a pencil pouch.
Yeah, it's true.
And I get that wasn't the best commercial for a Sharpie. Everyone's a fucking critic.
Yeah. But that's ideally how you do it. It takes a little bit more creativity, but I think that's the ultimate future of where it should go. It's just, big sponsor. I don't mind if, they got all these sponsors on the wall at Marlins Park or whatever it might be. I'm even got to the point where, if we got to name a damn stadium by something just to make some money to make it all work, if that's what you need to do to make ends meet. Now, it's the excessive greed where you're like, okay, but Hard Rock Stadium, all right, fine. I'll give it to you. Let's do it that way. Netflix is really crushing it, though, with The Irishman. I got kind of some updated numbers on that. I had a few yesterday, but Netflix is now this is Netflix's numbers, and nobody can call BS on it, but Netflix is saying that 26.4 million people watched the Martin Scorsese mob movie in the first week alone. So that was higher than what I'd had yesterday.
Yeah.
That means about 16% of all of Netflix's global accounts watched it in the week following its release on November 27th. And they expect that number to jump to 40 million households within the first month. And those kind of numbers, they say, are impressive enough that a lot of filmmakers, and that's Martin Scorsese, are saying, yeah, maybe we don't need to release to theaters, and this might be a better platform after all.
The game's changing, and I think it's changing for people to have and control their content without big studios trying to fuck you over, to having so many people involved. You're gonna be able to control your own destiny a little bit more than you could before.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are changing. I think what theaters are going to be like in 10, maybe as soon as 5 years. But realistically, I would like to see what it's like in 20 years, where we are with that. I think also stadiums, I think will be interesting to see, because for a lot of people, the experience of watching at home and everything they offer, people getting better TVs, more vibrant, it's easier, a lot less expensive with everything considered, hassle-free. And they're starting to experience that. I know in college football, most college football teams are experiencing a decline in attendance. Some of them playing massive 107, 10,000 seat stadiums. And I wonder if they won't start building more FAU-sized stadiums of like 40,000, jam-pack those. And then it's really just kind of a staging area for people who would be watching at home for the most part.
Interesting.
So, anyway, we'll see.
Game is changing.
The game is a-changing, Virginia.
The only thing that changes is that nothing changes.
Just let that hang. Like a fart.
I mean, the only thing that changes is that everything changes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice try.
It's a good shot, though.
Yeah. We knew what you meant.
Don't you like Tracy Lawrence, the country singer? I thought
I do.
I thought me and you bonded over Tracy Lawrence. Do you like Tracy Lawrence? I know you don't like a lot of the old country. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, he's okay.
Okay, that's in one of his songs. Time Marches On. Remember that song?
Oh, hell yeah, I do.
That's one of those great country songs. Did you ever hear that one, Kev?
Time Marches On. I don't know if I know that. That might have been the pocket where I wasn't listening to a ton of country.
Down about shotgun 4 beers and put that on. And tell me you don't feel something.
What other Tracy Lawrence song did we bond over? The Grundy County Auction? Is that him?
No. We I See It Now and Texas Tornado.
Okay. Yeah, I like him light.
Oh, well, I can fuck myself. Okay.
With the Sharpie.
Yeah, bend over. Where's that red Sharpie?
We could do this right now.
I can help you.
See, and this would be the commercial.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why Sharpie's not calling.
Hey, Denny's, edit out that whole Tracy Lawrence part of the podcast.
Let me see some comments here. Somebody said, I'm hooked on Apple TV with Jason Momoa. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because the Apple TV, I got to check that out because I don't even know I have Apple TV on one of my TVs, but what is Apple TV? Is it another app that I get?
Do you have to have a streaming service for it, or is it automatically on the TV when you buy it?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure that out because what I do on the Apple TV, it's only on one of my TVs, but and I got it as a gift. That's why I have it. But yeah, you go and it's like apps instead of channels, and you just kind of like dial those up. And the apps are getting better now. Like they have more current content, stuff like that. Like my daughter had come in and she was watching Siesta Key on my TV, and she of course switches it. I didn't even realize you could do this because I had put it back on Xfinity regular cable, but the Apple TV's on there too, and she bumped it over to Apple TV, and I couldn't figure out how to switch it back. So, I'm sitting there watching Siesta Key, and I'm like, I can't stand this bullshit. Like, this has got to change.
That's not your game.
Yeah. So, oh my God, everybody talks like that. It's like,
I know.
Come on.
Oh my God.
I accidentally watched it like 4 times in a row.
Terrible. Just terrible. And so, yeah, I figured out, I found the HBO app, and they had Silicon Valley, which is brand new. They just had the series finale on Sunday night.
Okay.
And it was up there right away, so they're updating them pretty quick. So,
I would get into Succession if I was you.
what is that one?
That's on HBO.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to start looking at some different stuff. I'm going to get through Schitt's Creek. I want to watch that. I think Curb Your Enthusiasm is coming up here pretty quick, but I'm getting into my TV binging season now.
I'm anxious to see if you like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I hope I will, yeah.
I love it.
I want to get that. I want to finish Parks and Recs. I want to do The Office.
Did you always love Curb Your Enthusiasm from the very beginning?
I've been a fan since day one.
Day
yeah.
one.
Oh, yep, I sure have. Because we always had HBO going on in our house, and you were forced. That's why I know a lot about a certain genre of movies. Back then, they would run the same shit over and over again, and even stuff you didn't like, you ended up liking just because they beat you over the head with it.
Do you just love Larry David's vibe?
I do. I love people who I think in their hearts are just trying to make people laugh, and they nail it. I know he's very controversial with his comedy, but he just doesn't give a fuck, and there's a power to that.
Remy had said, yeah, it's their own programming, Apple TV, so it's separate. So within that, you would have to kind of get that. And that's what you're going to have to start deciding, because I have like the Stars app on that Apple TV, and here I am with Power, where they're doing a mid-season hiatus, and they'll come back, I think, in January to finish the whole thing up, and it's so good. But I'm like, here at this point where I guess I'm going to have, in Xfinity's dropping Stars. Unless there's a change. And so I guess I'm going to have to pick up Stars and pay for the subscription on that just to finish watching like 3 or 4 episodes probably.
That's annoying.
It is annoying.
You know what? Come over to my place and watch it.
Do you have it?
Yeah. I somehow I have Stars.
Do you have Xfinity?
I don't know what I got.
You probably do. And you won't have it for long. It's not off yet, but it's coming.
Let me see what I got. I'll text you.
Okay.
Come over to my house. It'll be fruitless and pointless trip. Nothing will work.
Other than us fucking bonding. Sorry.
Yeah.
You get to put a Sharpie in my ass. That's about it.
Kevin would never.
All right. Well, thank you for all the advice and the suggestions. Definitely take you up on a lot of those. Mail at kvjshow.com. You can get through to us anytime.
Oh, man, it's over?
It's over, my man.
Dang, we're just starting to cook, I feel.
You think so, huh?
7 more mins?
Yeah.
You're cooking because you have 3 layers of clothes
Yeah,
on.
earlier he asked, he's like going, is it just me or is it hot in here?
You dumbass.
It's actually chilly in here.
You're double-hatted. And you have mittens on.
I won't ask about temperature anymore.
All right, y'all have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.